Hello everyone, and welcome back to the events videos for Let's Play Prototype. Even though everything is kind of going to hell, at least the sunset's nice. That one is really far away from the rest of them, but that's nothing new. We're getting really close to the end of each of the lists of events. We're getting to the second last one of a lot of them, including the movement and war, and we're beginning with the hard difficulty of the consume events. Let's see how difficult they are, really. It's time to start with the military consume event. Not even noticing. Perfect. Alright, Scientist Hunt on a hard difficulty. The really only difference between the difficulties for the Scientist Hunts is the time you have in order to get to the area of question. And this can be even more difficult depending on where you're consuming your guy. Other than that, once you get there, it's pretty samey. The only difference between here and other difficulties is that there's more defenders to get rid of. 2 with easy, 3 with medium, and 4 with hard. Scientists. So of course I want to do a stealth run, and actually with this last one, it's rather easy. Which is really weird compared to the last couple ones, which were inside infected areas. This one's outside at the docks, and not a lot goes on at the docks, I will say that. This guy at the garbage. He's a bit of annoying. I know I have to consume him through the garbage, but, well, there's other people watching, including this guy. Should have got rid of him first. And then I try to go right after him, but realizing, well, still can't do it.
I'll hurt you bad.
I'm sure you will. Okay, what does that even mean? I know there's a lot of what these guys say, like, even more than the ones I've already shown off, but some of them are just kind of asinine. But now I'm able to get him. Eat mine. Such a stupid insult. Anyway, now we're simply able to snap every one of the necks with the power of my thumb. It really looks like that's what's happening. I'm just like, have blade thumb. And that is it for the Scientist Hunt. There's something interesting that happens after the Scientist Hunt because it's actually the last one of the consume events. But we're not going to be doing it inside this one video. I'm going to save it for its own unique video, coming up a little bit later. So next up, we have our next military consume event, because that one just popped up. I want to hit the ground and make him freak out, but, well, that can't be helped.
Let's not draw this out too long. Did you see that? I'm taking a look.
I like that he was talking to the couch. His couch is his best friend. Destruction is something we haven't seen very often, actually. More of infiltration than destruction. Now, I mentioned this before, is that destroying a military base is a little bit easier than destroying a hive, and I'm just basing that primarily on the health of each of the buildings. It's actually a little bit more difficult in terms of actually approaching the military base in question, especially at this point in the game where there's a lot of security behind it, including helicopters. Because as soon as you start attacking this thing, everybody is going to be on you. So, of course, the easiest way of doing this is through Devastators. The air ground spike Devastator, easiest way of taking them down. And, to be honest, only 3 will take it down. Just barely, actually. So, even though the military base is gone, the military are still around. That's another thing about destroying military bases, is that everything doesn't calm down immediately. So that's why I don't do it very often. Strike teams may be suppressed, but that only happens for a couple of minutes. And the payoff really isn't that great either. But, well, now it's not blue in that area anymore. Now let's get on to some of the actual events. The closest one, of course, is the uninfected area, a walk in the park, our next war event. Can someone say a battle on the bridge? Because, well, it's gonna happen around a bridge. And that woman is going for a wonderful power jog. And a buddy wants to catch up to him. Happy Valentine's Day! It's a little late for that. He just loves her. So this event can be a little bit annoying to do because it's the return of the grenade launcher! And I love the grenade launcher as much as I love anything else that I kind of don't like. But the thing is, compared to other grenade launcher events, where you have to use only that and nothing else that doesn't compromise your disguise, you have a bit of an advantage, because you have super soldiers fighting for you as well. If they do your job, the event goes by a little bit quicker than it should, and hopefully all of the guys who fly because of your grenade launcher shots, you're able to take down, well, quick enough, but sometimes things can happen. But one benefit about taking down these lesser guys who fly everywhere is that if they're under the bridge, chances are they're going to be stuck by the bridge's geometry. Which means that you can hit them multiple times and take them down, and not waste precious seconds. The hunters are pretty much the same in order to take down. I don't know what it is about just the regular infected, or the evolved infected, about flying off in various degrees. Because sometimes they'll fly off really strong, just up in the air, Team Rocket style, but then sometimes they'll actually fly off in a controlled manner that is actually acceptable. By acceptable, I mean it doesn't take you forever in order to take them down. And there we have it. This war event is actually rather simple. Easy to do, and with a bit of practice you can actually get it this far under gold. Over a minute. It does take some practice though, but it's very easy to get under the gold requirement. There's a lot of small little health pickups that are just kind of left behind, which is also nice. And look at all the guns. What is that car doing? This traffic is nuts and dumb and stupid. And it wasn't even a battle on the bridge, it was more like a battle under the bridge. A troll battle. But anyway, time for our last event of this run. Free running. Our next movement event. free running has the wonderfulness of being surrounded by tons of military. Look at all these guys! They're everywhere! And I'm surprised because, well, there usually isn't this many around that don't involve an alert not being on you. But free running follows the same methods of the other movement events that we've done so far. It's all about being high. Not in that sense, shush. There's very few waypoints to get in this movement event in particular, but they're extremely spread out. So here's the second one, and, well, they're all on high top perches. All in these buildings right over here. But the challenging thing is, of course, its length. This movement event kind of takes from corners in terms of how far in distance each waypoint is, because we're going for the last one right now, and it's really far away. So of course, the best thing in terms of strategy is to keep as horizontal as possible, and I don't really follow my own advice here. I lose precious seconds because I'm not really optimizing my glide versus air dash, and hitting the ground, because over there I kind of missed a jump. I lost precious seconds there, but a time of 1:11 at this point, and seeing as I'm not fully upgraded just yet, 1:11 is a decent time actually. Under the gold requirement, and still has room for improvement. So that is it. We're really coming down to the wire in terms of events. We only have one left of the movement and one left of the war. A couple left of kill, and 2 of glide. And of course there's all of the wonderful consume events to still do on the hard difficulty. So we'll see those as we continue on with the main missions. See you next time, everyone.